Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you doing? Just coming on to do your weekly angel messages. Feeling some really strange energy as Mercury gets ready to station direct tomorrow, so I am recording this on the Sunday, the 6th of April. Haven't got my morning voice yet. It's the first time I've spoken. Yeah, so this week, like I said, we do have Mercury going direct in Pisces. On Monday, we've got Venus going direct in Pisces on Saturday. So we're kind of like bookending this week with a little bit of a screeching halt and forward motion, kind of like the foot on the brake and foot on the gas at the same time. It kind of feels like full moon in Libra is also on Saturday the 12th. What I have written down here for the Mercury direct in Pisces is your vision starts to clear, and this is a time to really trust your intuition. Everything that that's been coming up during this retrograde, I'm hearing it was meant to push you. Now that it's stationing direct, we do have 2 weeks, so by the end of April we should be in the free and clear of the post shadow energy. I don't know about you, but for me, is the pre and the post shadow energies is where things really happen, whether it's electronics or my own like a throat issue or something like that. So we'll have to see what this week and the next week brings for me and putting content out here on the channel. But it's a great opportunity to dream big. You have certainly been getting the nudges during this Mercury retrograde, and now it's come here and it's full steam ahead. For the Venus direct in Pisces, I have written down the channeled message was cultivate forgiveness of self and others. So whatever wounds showed up for you in terms of relationships, whether that's with yourself, with God, with money, with friends, with your children, your spouse, family, whatever it is for you, whatever wounds showed up for you, really take the time right now and prioritize cultivating forgiveness. Okay? We do have the full moon in Libra, as I said, shifting focus from me to we, opportunities to mend some fences. And again, with Venus going direct on that same day as the full moon, the beautiful time to really mend some fences, cultivate forgiveness, whatever that looks like for you. Really feeling, so the energy I'm feeling is, number one, it's heavy. It's very interestingly heavy. We got going on here over here. But I can't explain it. I really can't. I'm just making a note to myself over here. It could feel a little distracting, yeah, I can't quite put my finger on it. So let's see what the angels want to say here, what they have to bring through for this week's energy. Suddenly got this rush of heat coming up my solar plexus and my heart chakra. Is there fear coming up in the collective energy, Spirit? Of now I've got to do something about what it is that I feel. Now I've got to really face everything that came up during these retrogrades and do something about it. I do want to say that once Venus goes direct on Saturday the 12th, we will be in a no retrograde space for about a month. I think it's about a month. So enjoy it. Take advantage of the forward movement. Well, look at that. I've got intention intention flying out. It's a beautiful card. I love the purples. It's very soft, but yet the dark blues is very intense. It's kind of the energy I'm feeling right now. I'm also wondering, so I was feeling it before I sat down, but I feel it more sitting at my table. I brought one of my crystal orbs out onto the table, which I have not had on this table before. And it's sitting directly in front of me, and it could be what I'm picking up on. This is my clear quartz, and it's got so much going on inside of it. And it's been talking to me lately. So it asked to be on my table. Everybody sees something different in it when they look at it. And I see something different every time I look at it. Like I said, there's a lot going on, a lot of dimensions, a lot of landscapes. There's some cloudiness, there's some orbs, there's some prisms. See, now I don't feel that intense energy, now that I'm holding it. Look at that. Interesting. So intention came out. I'm hearing keeping your thoughts clear. We got this out, well, okay, we got this out last week. Nature, it's very important to get out in nature, to ground yourself. And like I said, if you cannot get out in nature for whatever reason, if you've got plants in your home, get your hands in the dirt, even if it's just to, just surround yourself with plants and listening. We are always receiving messages from the divine, from our spirit guides, from the elementals. Are you open? I feel like I want to say that for someone. Are you open? I want to say your guides have been talking to you. Are we listening? Our guides, not just yours, mine too, everyone else's is going to see this. Are you listening? Get out in nature, clear your energy so you have, your field is clear, your intentions are clear. All right, right off the bat, the wheel. Wow, look at that. The karmic wheel is turning, is it not? Major Arcana, first card out. New beginnings. Now that the retrogrades are ending, now things can start moving again. The end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness, joy. I feel like I want to ask you to maybe ask yourself, have you been trusting what you've been hearing? Your guides in the universe, the angelic realm, God, spirit, whatever you know is out there for you, their intentions are always for the highest and greatest good for you. really focused on those cards, those 3 oracle cards. So this week brings a turn of the wheel, a turn of events, a change in things as these retrogrades move into the direct station direct. I can't even speak correctly. Thank you, Mercury. The coffee hasn't kicked in yet either. My eyes feel really heavy too. It's like really sleepy, you know. I don't know if I can't remember if I've said it here on any of the videos, but the last week since the eclipse, you know, the eclipse coma, it's felt like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz when they're going through the poppy field and, you know, and they're sprinkled with the little sleeping dust, and it's like they're and when they wake up, they're suddenly at the Emerald City, you know. It's like, I don't know, it's just, I've had that, and I've talked to so many people that have had that feeling of just walking in this sleepiness kind of space. I don't even know how to explain it, but that's what I keep being shown is Dorothy and her friends walking through the Wizard of Oz through the poppy field, and, you know, falling asleep, you know, being put to sleep. We have a Knight of Cups coming in here, a new emotional experience. For some of you, this could be if there has been a partnership that has been delayed, it's now moving forward. They may reach out to you. Oh, I'm going this way, thank you. Well, yeah, I think so. We have the 8 of Wands with the 8 of Gabrielle here, and this is the Tower in this deck. This says change your life. There is some communication, some very heartfelt communication that's coming this week. That it's very fated, and it's going to change your life. You could suddenly see the truth of something, the truth of a situation, however that plays for you, whether it's a go or it's a no-go, you know, it's going to be different for everyone. But 10 of Pentacles, it offers you the choice to change direction, to move toward everything that you've ever hoped for, wanted, wished for, something that will definitely leave a legacy. Could be information about, you know, changing a job. What is this Wheel of Fortune, please, angels? Yeah, the Devil card, and I'm being drawn to how this card is depicted as the decision. You know, you've got the 2 of Pentacles here. You know, have you been, you know, anywhere where you've been on the fence about something? Now something gets decided. Someone may have been on the fence about, do I reach out, do I not reach out? And through this whole retrograde season, and now they reach out, they take the action, they clear the air with the Justice here, the Knight of Wands. There's gosh, I'm getting a really big deja vu here. I don't know if it was one of the zodiac readings that I've already done for the month or last week's reading. It just feels really familiar to me. But this conversation, this is definitely a conversation. Energy is it's on your side. You're definitely you're being favored here. What is this Knight of Wands? Who is there's or not a Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups? Clearing the air. I feel like I'm talking to you, telling you, giving you a heads up that this is coming. And there has been, in the last couple months, there's been this waffling going back and forth. The time wasn't right because the intentions, whoever's bringing in this communication, they wanted to make sure their intentions were good, that they were doing I gotta tell you, it feels like I'm pulling this message out of molasses. It's like really hard to, and it's gotta be the retrogrades. That's the only thing I can say there. It's just, that phrase like pulling teeth. It's I want to say that whoever this Knight of Cups is, Knight of Wands, it's taken them a lot to get here. It's taken them a lot to have the courage to speak out, to reach out. They've been going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, kind of like I'm seeing someone like write a text, delete it, write a text, delete it, write a text, delete it. So let's go to this Knight of Raphael, the Knight of Cups. They have some very deep feelings for you that I feel like during the retrogrades, the internal dialogue was like, oh, I'm not okay with this not being with my person. Like, if there's been something that has been distant or quiet, this person has realized I'm not okay with this the way it is. Knight of Cups, what say you? Got a couple cards. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. All right, so number one, I want to say that this person needed to walk away from you to do some healing. And I want to also say that they gave you the opportunity for you to heal as well. So I feel like I can say that you took it and used the energy in the situation for your highest good. Magician. Yeah, things just weren't in alignment, and this person wanted things to be in alignment. They didn't feel they had all the information. They didn't feel they had, I'm hearing, I didn't feel I had the right to approach you before. I had to heal why I walked away from you. I'm getting a little bit of a dark night of the soul here. Maybe a little mini one with this person. They've certainly I'm hearing had a lot on their mind. Now, if this is not a person specifically coming in to your experience that you feel that this is resonating with, this is just an opportunity where things get moving again, where you get to express from your own heart and take a look at things that people, places, things, situations where you chose a different path, and you chose the path of healing, of being a better version of yourself, a path of learning from learning from nature, learning. Maybe you've been going on hikes and communing with nature and becoming the divine alchemist. This, I keep wanting to go back to this person. So this person, for those that resonates with, has learned to, their intentions are to manifest a union with you, or at the very least, this conversation, because they understand that how this conversation goes with you also depends on how you receive it, where you're at. There's a lot, I mean, there's a lot of major arcanas floating around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already. Let's talk about this Eight of Wands here. Wow, that was quick. Yeah. Three of Cups. I am going to get more on that, you know, especially if I'm talking about a connection here. I need to clear up what that Three of Cups is representing. It's a celebration. I am getting a couple, so I do get Spirit saying, hold on, let's get one more card, bottom of the deck. Thank you. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. We've got the Divine Masculine, the Emperor here. And I know this card can come out meaning so many different things, but it is coming out as a Divine Masculine. This conversation is coming from male or female, whoever is in the strongest masculine energy within themselves right now. I feel like this conversation, like I said, has taken some courage. They've got some good news. Number one, and I do want to say that it feels like there is some history here with the Six of Cups. In terms of, if this is a conversation about a third party, I feel like I can safely say that it's in the past. It's a part of the past now. Whoever this is coming in this conversation, there, you know, I've learned my lessons. I've learned this third party has taught me how to stand on my own 2 feet, how to be sovereign, how to be the master of my ship, is what I'm hearing. That's a very interesting term to come out all of a sudden, or a phrase. We do have Neptune, who just entered Aries. That could have definitely be playing an influence. It's also the influence of this sleepiness around the eyes, you know, around the head space. This Emperor is remembering when things were really good with you. And again, like I said, male or female, is just somebody who holds a very prominent place in your life. And if they don't now, they will certainly hold a very prominent place in your life. They come from many lifetimes with you. The situation, it's now aligned. It's now, the energies are stabilizing, so this can move forward, whatever this is for you. Some of you may be stepping into a role in a job that you've once held in the past, or a position of authority that you've held in the past. I feel like if whoever that resonates with, interesting ship. I'm the master of my ship. I didn't realize, wasn't even looking at the whole card here. And there's that ship there. What was I going to say? For those of you that this is an old position of authority coming back around for you to consider, at the very least consider. I do want to say this company or this job has sought you out. It's like I'm seeing like a board of directors or people sitting around a table saying, do you remember Billy Joe Bob from, you know, the early 2000s? You know, they were an asset to this company, and we really struggled when we lost their input, their energy. What if we revisited that? That's for a few of you. So you may be getting communications and email saying, look, we have this position, and we remember what you brought to the table before, and we would like to offer you the opportunity to at least come in and have a conversation so we can express what we're looking for, and you can, see if this is a fit for you. It's really open. It's not, it just feels very open. So the decision is yours. If that scenario is resonating for you, let's take a look at this Tower. Sudden revelations of how you feel about someone or a situation. Some of you may have had some with this, especially Venus and Mercury retrograde, you could have had some really deep-seated truths coming up that you didn't realize were there. You've done the healing and everything, but something has come up to the surface because it needed your attention. We do have the Ten of Wands here, really clearing out some burdens, taking response. I'm just getting really strong deja vu. Really strong deja vu energies here. Either I've done it for the channel or I've done it in some of the private readings this past week. The same messages are coming through. So that tells me this is cosmic energy. It's for the collective. And so many will resonate with this. And a couple more here with the Tower. What is this? Thank you. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. So this could be very lucrative for you. It's like you're being gifted this Wheel of Fortune. You're at that part of your soul contract, being here, that, Spirit's seeing you do all the work. You've carried the burden. Epiphany. I love this. This is the Hermit energy. You've grown so much. You've grown so much, young Padawan. You've put in the work. You've met every challenge. You've taken responsibility. I want to say you are the one changing your life. Your soul has led you here, but you're human. Your humanness got in alignment, got on board here. You've listened to the whispers of the divine, of your angels, of your guides. I know there's a glare because of how I've got to have my table for right now, because I'm hiding that wall that's all in front of me here until it's done. Talk to me about this listening card. It's just really drawing my attention. Listen to your soul. Listen to the whispers of your soul. Well, all right. Strength in the Page of Swords. Yeah, whispers. You have listened. And you're being rewarded. Ooh, that just went right down my back of my head. So that's a correct statement. Anything else we need to know about this? This is for this week. It doesn't have to be, it's not set in stone that it's just for this week in April. wait, the 6th, I gotta write this down, the 6th through the 12th. The energy, it's like, it just, something just opens up with these retrogrades, and it just, everything just opens up. It's like I was saying about that job, like the email, for example, if you get that, it's like, it's different than like when you go to apply or interview for a job. It's a different way, a format, of how the communication comes through. It's like, we're really interested in you. We know years ago what you brought to the table. We want to see for ourselves as well, and for you to, is this in alignment now? How much more could you bring to the table? Yeah, I'm getting that twitch in my eye here. And listen to your guides, because you're not going to be steered wrong. Never. Everything is always going to be for your highest good. I just feel like all your angels are looking down on you, and they're going, well done, well done. It is time for divine justice here in your life. You've taken the wheel. You've taken, become master of your ship through the divine guidance and blessings. There's that deja vu feeling again. I'm almost wondering if this is just like last week's reading. Totally different deck. I'm using the Archangel Power Tarot deck. But I'm huge deja vu. I don't go back and watch my videos, but I might have to, because it just... So if this is a repeating message, then well done. Spirit's trying to get it through to you that you've done the work. Stay grounded, because you've done the work. You're elevating your energy. Your frequency is rising. Stay grounded. Get out. Like I said, get out in nature. Like this card came out last week, so it's a message they want to really have you hone in on. It's important to watch nature. I'm also seeing something about, because we've had some pretty interesting weather here in upstate New York. Even more bizarre than what happens when they say in upstate New York, well, just wait 5 minutes because the weather's going to change. It's true. It's very true. But it's, we've had temperatures up and down, a lot of solar winds, tree lines down. Just noticed I've got a power line down outside my bedroom window. It's not down, it's resting on a tree now. It's a lot lower than it was. A lot of limbs in the yard. So something about the cleanup. Okay, so that's a repeating message as well. So this is, there have been a lot of old ET races. I'm going to just put it that way. Old ET races that have been vanquished from our realm and other realms, I'm hearing. And the cleanup crews have been out this week. The ships in the sky, the dragon teams have been really cleaning up the energy for us. And that could be why we were kind of sprinkled with that sleepy dust, So we didn't feel and hear, didn't feel and hear the screeches, is how it's coming through, the screeches of these ET races being vanquished. So there's just a little bit here that wants to come through about the angels are saying that they're still cleaning up the cosmic energies, the upper realms, So don't know why that's coming through right now, but I do want to say just keep doing what you're doing, keep doing the work that you've been doing. If something comes up for you, face it head on and ask it the right questions. You know, energy is going to be moving forward, because it's time for your life and your new chapter to begin. There's your title. I get really strong deja vu. Really strong. Any final messages from the tarot, please, before we get... Yeah, some things definitely need to close out, and celebrate things that are being closed out. I do remember, I don't know if it was last week's angel messages, that I referenced this card in the final, the swan song, the final, the ballerina taking the bow, because that's the card I was given in my third eye about some message last week. I can't remember. I'm just getting really huge deja vus here, and I've only done a few of the zodiacs, so. But there's one door's closing for another one to open. Your new chapter is beginning. For some of you, that is union with your divine counterpart, your divine mirror, your twin soul, twin flame, whatever you call it or don't need to call it, just whatever you feel is out there for you. Let's get some final guidance or words of wisdom from Archangel Michael. So I'm being asked to say the angels that are here. We've got Archangel Ariel, Raziel, Uriel, Archangel Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Archangel Jophiel, and Raguel, and Jeremiah. Call upon any one of those that resonate for you, and work with them this week. Archangel Michael, one of my main guides, angelic guides. What are your messages? Can we have a few for those who are watching? No, we have one. Explore your options. Dear God, thank you for your wisdom and love, helping me see, understand, and assess all of my alternative options. Please guide me in the best direction for my health, happiness, and life's purpose. I love how this angel on this horse looks Native American to me. And he's riding a unicorn. I've been having dreams about unicorns. Can you see that's a unicorn? Look at, he's got the long dark hair. It just has Native American vibe to me. And the wings look like hawk wings. I've never seen this card in that manner before. I love when Spirit does that. Explore your options. Yeah, I am getting a message of, especially, whether this has to do with like a job or someone coming back. There's just a little bit of a message that you don't have to rush into this. The energy is going to feel like you need to, because it's going to be very fast. It's going to be very quickening, once these retrogrades station direct. So we've got a couple things coming through. Something about health. This card says something about health here. The best direction for my health. happiness and life's purpose. And this is a card of focus upon divine and perfect health, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. There's, again, I'm getting that deja vu. There's something here. Okay, I got one statement that's going to blanket this message. Make sure you don't lose yourself. You've grown a lot. You've healed a lot. You've raised your vibration. You've faced a lot of your shadows and befriended your shadow. Whatever this energy is coming in for you, be very wide open and aware of any residue of old behaviors, old responses or reactions, let's say, these old reactions that want to try to creep up. If you start feeling that, just take a deep breath, recenter yourself, even if you have to put your hand on your heart. Recenter yourself. There's a message here underlying about not allowing this energy, because this is something that you've wanted for a long time, you've wished for. You've made the decision to be on this path, on this journey. You've set your intentions. And now that it's here, there's just this underlying message that says, do not allow, do not lose yourself in the quickening. Okay? Someone, or maybe all of you, needed to hear that. I will take that on board for myself, because I've known from my past, in the past few years, when something, when the energy feels like, okay, we're going, and then this old aspect of Mary Jo just creeps in. But now, being aware of it, I can take that breath, and now I'm starting to heat up. So for me, that's a nod from my angels going, you're right on here. Like, right on, spot on. So take that for whatever it's worth, and as always, not every part of this is going to resonate for everyone. I'm just going to leave it there. Beautiful things coming in. Really, the energy is going to push us into the next chapter, because it's time. It's time. We've gone back and forth cleaning up everything for the last couple years since 2020. All of our mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical bodies have gone through it. So it's important to take care of ourselves, keep our vibration high, and not let, of course, if something comes up, just take a look at it. But we haven't got to let it run ramshod over us. I don't even know what that phrase means, but somebody will. I've never spoken that in my life. So, I don't know. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to have another cup of coffee. Hopefully my eyes will open. Have a beautiful week. If this message resonates with you, of course, like, share, subscribe. If you're interested in a personal reading, my email will be down below in the description box. I love you. Have an amazing week, and I'll talk to you next time.